This is something really important we want to talk about. So this is all about diabetes type 2. You're doing a two-part documentary for ITV.
Indeed, I am.
Firstly, just explain to people the difference between type 1 and type 2, because we must get this right.
Absolutely, and I'm sure lots of people already know, because type 1 is the one that you can have from birth. Type 2 can develop at any point in your life, but this is why we're making the programme. This is the big news about type 2 diabetes. Some new research has come out and you found that it's completely controllable through lifestyle and diet. So you can put a handle on it. In fact, you can put it into remission, which is great news for this terrible disease, because it affects 3.5 million people in the UK.
Some of whom don't know they've got it.
No, a million people don't know that. That's on top of the 3.5. A million people don't know that they've got it. But 12 million of us have an increased risk of getting it. Purely based on our lifestyle.
Is it what is it? Sugar? Most people think sugar. Are we all eating just too much sugar? Is that the problem?
I mean, sugar is part of the problem. It is all about calories, basically. It's totally to do with how much we're eating, the lack of exercise. And again, with type 2 diabetes, it's about how our bodies store fat. So some people have more of an increased risk than others. Women more than men. People from South Asian, Afro-Caribbean backgrounds have more of an increased risk than those from white backgrounds. It's all to do with genetics and how we store our fat. And but it's a terrifying, terrifying disease. I'm sure people...
Well, it's been called an epidemic. I mean, would you agree, having done the programme?
Absolutely. It's an epidemic, but it's on the increase, and it's about the pressure it's putting on our NHS as well. 10% of the budget goes on dealing with type 2 diabetes, which is over 10 billion pounds. I can't even say the figure because it's so shocking.
The three of us, not Mel because she wasn't here, but the three of us then did a blood test.
You did.
And we haven't been given the results.
Okay.
So we agreed for the results to be shown live.
You did.
Shown live? You're going to hear about it right now?
No,
I'm really interested because I like to think, no, I won't have diabetes. I'm not prone to diabetes because I don't have a lot of sugar, I don't have a sweet tooth.
Drink
but
wine,
then I'm interested to know if it's not just that. You've now said it's not just that, it's not just sugar. Then I think, oh, gosh, wine, gin.
Is sugar.
Wine and gin.
White pasta is sugar.
White pasta.
Okay. Go on, then. I'd rather get my calories through wine than sugar. Yeah. But anyway, OK, so we do have the blood test results. Now, I'm just going to say that Nadia and Ruth, like, there are figures here. You're 32.13, you're 36.37, and actually you're OK. You're in the normal blood zone. This is about diabetes. Coleen, you're 43.59, which means you're just 42 is the mark. Anything above 42, you're in the pre-diabetic zone. But
the danger zone.
Yes, but we don't. That doesn't mean you're diabetic. The only way you can find out if you're diabetic is to then do another blood test sometime down the line, because it's about seeing over a sustained period.
I could reverse that. I could lower that now, couldn't I? By changing the lifestyle.
Absolutely. And actually, because I came and disrupted your quiet time in your dressing rooms earlier, I'm hoping that the two of you will put yourselves up for a little bit of a lifestyle change, if you'll allow me to infiltrate.
How low are the calories?
Well, we can talk about... It's not just calories. It's not just
let's do a run now.
Because I think it's really important. I know, I'm a horrible person.
Really annoying.
But also, see me as this wonderful angel that's going to radically...
I want to do anything to make sure I don't get... Because watching what my dad goes through, it affects everything. Your sight, your feet, I mean, just...
Shall I give you some... Shall I give you some... I don't want to scare you, but I am going to give you some really scary stats about this hideous disease. And this is a week, ladies and gentlemen, a week. 160 people a week lose a lower limb through amputation because of type 2 diabetes. 1,850 people suffer a heart attack or some kind of heart failure a week, remember?
My dad had a stroke from it.
540.
So serious. So serious.
Yeah, 540.
So are you worried? Or
I'm not shocked by the results because my mum and her sister in later life both had type 2 diabetes. So I kind of thought, well, and also because of the way I eat and all of that, I knew I was going to be prone to it. So it's not like, oh, I'm shocked. I knew. The reason it doesn't terrify me is because it's one of those things, as you say, that I can do something about. And that's what you need to get on board with.
So what should people do?
It's lifestyle, absolutely. This is about looking after ourselves. It's all the stuff we know. It's about how much we're eating, the
So it's
calories.
not just sugar, it's just
not
calories
just sugar.
generally.
This is about absolute lifestyle overhaul. And it's little things you can do, little life hacks. This is not about putting yourself on some, you know, terribly
Terrible diet,
This is about living a healthy life.
But you eat well. I mean, you don't eat loads of rubbish,
But
do
I
you?
eat a bit too much, and I might drink a bit too much wine.
But, you know, it's all, I mean, we all do. Listen, we all kind of have our little things that we do and all the rest of it, but it's about getting to the point where you are clear of being in the danger zone and just carrying on living that life. Because each of us stores and carries fat differently, so it's not one size fits all. It's about looking at your own life.
Yeah, and I think
making
I'm carrying yours and Mel's.
I'm
Brilliant,
actually
Beth.
really grateful, and seriously, I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.
It's a
I'm
two-part.
grateful.
It's a two-part documentary for ITV. It airs in June. We haven't got the date yet. Diabetes: The Fast Fix. It's really fascinating, Anita, and definitely food for thought for all of us. Thank you so much,
mention
Anita
food.
Rani.
Thank you.